mean, well, any of them songs, I heard words. So as much whatever I thought people was gonna say, I'm like, this verse is tight. The beat might be different than what they normally hear me on, but I'm about to perform because I hear words. I'm about to deliver a dope message or a dope verse, or you know what I'm saying. So I always felt like, if anything, it'll make you curious. Like, what he about to say on this, and then if I deliver, it'll bring you through your resistance to the production. You know what I mean? But that ended up being one of my favorite. Like when I go through my catalog, I listen to Call from the Bank. I listen to the MGMT flip. I listen to like, you know, um, the musical flexes. You know what I mean? To me, that's what is like excites me when I go back and I listen to Who Detached Us off TMC, or I listen to, like you said, Call from the Bank off the Marathon, and it's like a classic rock beat on the Who Detached Us record, and it's a Steve Jobs verse or sample. It's like this song says featuring Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? So them as an artist, I look back and be like, yeah, that was a fearless attempt. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? I like, even if the execution wasn't all the way where it needed to be, just like I got a record called Payback off Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 3. And I think those moments is like set me aside. So you like I would never be guilty of being a, like, I don't want to say the wrong word, but like yeah, or like exercising a sellable cliche. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know this work, and I'm gonna stay right here. I would never want to be guilty of that. So I always do that just on record. That, you know, as soon as you might have thought you got a word to put me as, this is what this music is. Well, you can't, because he made a record like Payback. You can't say it's gangster rap. You can't if you listen to Payback. You can't say it's conscious rap if you listen to Hustle in the House. You feel what I'm saying? But I got records like Been Here for a While that's equally honest as Hustle in the House. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like challenging, like, the people that import opinions, that import accepted opinions, instead of like really challenging themselves to feel a way about some shit. They just be like, oh, he said a keyword, that's gangster rap. Oh, he said positive message, that's conscious rap. Or he said this, that, you know what I mean? So I think that's probably why I try to do that. And I'm inspired by other music than rap, you know? Man, you know what's crazy? I'm not listening to it right now, but it's a song that I bought from Amoeba like 4, 5 years ago. It was a record I heard on the radio. It was a dude named Goat, Goyte. It was a song called Used to Know. You ever heard that record?
Gotye.
Gotye. Yeah, that shit crazy to me. Like, just the songwriting on that, you know. So I'm more like, I don't got genres. I just got like dope songs I like, or dope, like Iris by the Goo Goo Doll is probably one of my favorite written songs in history.
Yo, for real.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta hear the words. You know what I'm saying? And like what he's saying, and the way that it leads into the hook. That's like, people ain't wrote on that level. A lot of people had not wrote songs on that level. You know, what I'm realizing too is that people choose you for your opinion, in terms of like fans. They don't choose you for any other reason than they think you got a unique perspective. And they count on you to be honest about expressing it. You know what I mean? And I think that to know that gives you power as an artist, because you just always got to be clear on what your opinion is and what your reality is, and you know where to go. In terms, instead of trying to anticipate where the fans are and trying to aim what you doing at where they about to be, you just know where you at, and you know they bought into your opinion. And so, like, for me, that's the reality of who I am. I'm influenced by things that happened in my life that was like, that God had to be God. You know what I'm saying? It's no way else. So I can't feel ashamed of that. I can't like leave that off the music or leave that out the story, because then it's not as honest as it could be. You know, and then I gotta check myself on why I'm not speaking on it, why I don't include the real thought. Not to say I would say it if I didn't really have them thoughts, because people like spiritual shit or feel like this is positive. No, that's them is thoughts I really had.